oh, have I got something for you. So this house is in absolutely terrible condition. And I don't know how to say this, but it's just downright disgusting. But it's one of 3 houses in Orange County with 3 bedrooms or more that's priced under $800,000. And it's a house, it's not a condo. So the difference, I'm gonna show it to you right now, but in general, the difference between a house and a condo, even though when you see it, all these houses here, these are all attached houses, okay? They're not condos. So the difference in this community here is when it's a house and it's not a condo, you actually own the land that the house is on. So you own the land in the backyard as well. Now with a condo, you only own the interior walls and the air that's inside or between those walls. So this house right here is in a community that's really close to Mission Viejo Country Club, which is right over there down that way. In fact, on the other side of this house, this, I guess, row right here, you have a view of the golf course. So this house, to give you an idea, now the one I'm going to show you, it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. It's 2 levels or multi-level, and it's priced at $750,000. Now, to give you an idea, this one is about 300 square feet less, and it is for sale right now for $950,000. So let's go take a look at it. And I wish you were here in person. The reason why I say that is because you'll be able to see everything, but you can't smell what I'm unfortunately gonna have to smell when I walk into this house. So come, let's take a look. Now, this is the property right here, okay? It's a 2-car garage, and you have to walk up this staircase, and then it's this one over here on the left. So the story behind this property is it was actually a rental for the last 10 years. The owners bought it in 2007, and they are just liquidating. They've moved to Florida and just want to get out of the house. So they don't want to make any repairs. But this is the staircase that I just walked up right here. Okay, so you can see the renters actually left a lot of their stuff, or not a lot, but some of their stuff. So let's take a look inside. Now, when you see this actually doesn't look too bad. Now, everything works in this house. Let me just close this here. Okay, so everything works in this house. It just looks very bad, and it smells pretty bad too. So, but the flooring here, you can see here, this is the living room, okay? Flooring's not bad, but this is the living room, okay? But what you can't sense on this video is the smell. It smells like urine, and the reason why it smells like urine, I walked up into one of the bedrooms upstairs, and it felt like a cloud of just urine just hit me. So I think maybe somebody peed in the room. I don't know. So, but this is the fireplace. The walls are in pretty rough shape. When you see this right here, this is pretty interesting here. So this was actually added on. This wall is not original. They put plywood here. You can see it kind of gives a little bit, okay? And they did this to make a fourth bedroom because it's 3 bedrooms naturally. So you can see here the difference. Now, if you look at the flooring, right? The flooring is this dark flooring, and then over here when you get to the kitchen, it changes. So this is the dining room here. So they made a 4th bedroom here out of it, and it's kind of small and narrow, but this is the 4th bedroom. So there is a bedroom downstairs over here to the right, okay? And I mean, the walls, this house has not been taken care of in any way, shape, or form. All the walls are grimy, dirty, filthy. Even on the ceiling, you got like these nicks. Somebody, unfortunately, take a look at this. So the whole house needs to be done cosmetically. The bones and the structure of it are good, and everything works. But unfortunately, somebody used this toilet, defecated for that matter, in this toilet, and they've turned the water off, as you can see. So it doesn't flush. So I didn't know that. I opened it up and I almost fell over from the smell. So you have a bathroom here on the lower level and a bedroom, which is good for people that are older and don't like to walk up stairs. Here's the kitchen and this little sink area. But you can see here in the kitchen, you have, it needs to be, the whole thing needs work cosmetically on the inside. So this is going to be good for like an investor, or if you're a first-time home buyer that wants to renovate or customize your house. This will be a nice project for you to, use your creativity and make it, to your liking and customize it. So as you can see here, tiles broke, chipped off. Just looks like absolute hell. Stove, oven, old. In the backyard here, so this is a house, just an attached house as opposed to a detached house. And you have a backyard here where you actually own the land all the way to the wall. Now, here you don't have any separation between your yard and your neighbor's yard. So right there is the line. The other side is the next door neighbors, as well as right here where this white fence is. So this, just imagine an invisible or an imaginary line that would go right there. This is where your land ends. Okay. So this HVAC system is 7 years old, and the roof, I was told, was actually addressed 6 years ago. So that's good news. Now, this is really interesting. When you see over here, the people, what they've done, I've never seen anything like this before, but they've made a bench out of car seats. So pretty interesting. Got a bike here with no seat. But let's go take a look at the rest of the house. Got an old school clock there, but look at this. So you got the drywall, right? And then you got this like plywood that gives, I bet you if I really wanted to, I could run through this wall. Not that I want to. All right, so you do have a view over here of the parking lot, I guess. But it's a nice place, you have a little patio or balcony here. And this is all assigned parking for the residents. There is some visitor parking, but there's not a lot here. So on the other side, when you exit the parking lot on the street, there's plenty of visitor parking, plenty of parking there for visitors. Now, this house is actually right off of Oso in Mission Viejo. So it's really close to the freeway, but it's not close enough to where you can hear the cars zooming by because there's a golf course in between the freeway and these houses. All right, so let's go take a look upstairs. Oh, before we do that, I got to show you the garage. So this is pretty interesting. Now, it feels like I'm walking in a dungeon down here, but inside, so here's a washer and dryer area. Now, inside, oops, this is probably a better view for you. Okay, so here you have not all, but a lot of the renters' belongings that they left behind. So they left a car that I guess wouldn't start, and it smells like really weird in here too. I guess you got a TV here. This will all be removed once the property is sold. But yeah, you got a car in here and a bunch of stuffed animals and extra things that should have been removed already. All right, so let's go take a look at the bedrooms upstairs. Actually, so I'm on level 1 right now, and now I guess I'm on level 2, and now we're going to level 3. Okay, so here's the primary bedroom. So as you can see here, walls, terrible shape. So you see the dirt, right? And then you have, I guess they had some kids that were very artistically talented that drew some artwork on the walls. There you go. There as well. Nevertheless, this is the primary bedroom with with high ceilings. So, this house has a lot of potential. Now, you take a look here. This is the primary bathroom. Here, you got the nice bright colors here in the bathroom. Okay. All right, so let's go take a look at the bathroom or the bedroom that smells like a bathroom. It is right here. So I'm gonna hold my breath because I walked in here the first time and the smell of urine is overpowering. So I'll hold my breath and just talk as I'm going through the room. So this is the bedroom here that smells like urine, and you can see here just not taken care of it at all. So there's the visitor parking out there. There's plenty of room actually. Okay, there's a view of your backyard. So over here is the other bathroom. So there's one bathroom downstairs, two upstairs. This is one of them. This actually is the best looking bathroom. And you have a view, not a view, but you can see the living room from up here up top. So this is probably the dirtiest house I've ever shown you, the most disgusting house I've ever shown you. And it's in really rough condition, looks like hell, smells like hell, but everything works. Yes, the water's off, that just needs to be turned on. So in summary, they have it priced at $750,000. They just lowered it. It's been on the market for like 14 days. They just lowered it from $800,000 to $750,000, and it's probably going to sell or go into escrow really soon, I would imagine, within the next few days. So I'll let you know. I'll give you an update of once it sells and like what it sells for.